Hello everyone, I'm glad to welcome you all for this fifth session of Python programming. I'm 𝙤𝙤𝙡𝙚 from the Department of Computer Applications at Katpagam Academy of Higher Education. In the last session, that is in fourth session, we have seen about control statements and scope of variables. In this fifth session, we are going to see about OOPS concept in Python. First we'll see what is OOPS. Have you heard this word before? Yes, it is object oriented programming. There is a chance to hear before this word in C++ and in Java and other similar programming languages may accept this OOPS concept. Likewise, in Python, it also accepts the OOPS concept. First, the OOPS concept consists of 6 parts. First is class. Second is object. Third is inheritance and fourth is polymorphism. Fifth is encapsulation and at last sixth is abstraction. Before seeing about these concepts, first we'll see about the object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming in Python is the programming paradigm that consists of classes and objects. It is the main thing. It is related to the real world things. Also called as entities. It aims to implement the real world entity. So, we'll see. First, what is class? Class is the collection of objects. It is the main thing. Classes have several objects, that is the collection of objects, and it consists of methods and attributes. Classes also contain a blueprint and prototype which is used to create the objects. So, these are the three main keywords which the class concept will come under. First, we'll see the syntax. How to implement it in Python. Syntax for class. Creating a class. For this, first we should give a keyword called class. To create a class, the keyword class is used. After that, we have to use a name or to give a name that is related to your class. That is class name. And there should be a parenthesis. After that, there should be a colon. For example, if I want to create a class that is related to a student, we'll give it as class student. After that, we can give several statements. Statement 1 and go on. Statement 2. So, this is an basic idea for class. Next, we'll see the object. Object. As I already told, class is the collection of objects. So that we'll see what is object. Object is an entity. An object may be anything that is related to the real world, like a pen, pencil, chair, table, or else in programming languages like variables, integer, string, decimal point, etc. So each and every entity, so for that the syntax is to create an object. First, we should give a object name. Equal to, we should give the class name the parenthesis. So, this is a syntax which we can create a object for our class. Example is, if I am creating an object S1 for which I created a class name as student, we will give the name as student. So, we can access the student class. Clear? Okay. Next we'll see the inheritance. Inheritance is a interesting concept which we are facing in a day-to-day life. Inheritance. It has a capability to derive one property to another property. That is, if I am having a class A, so that I am creating a class B, which that inherits A. See here, A is a base class, class B is a derived class. Both are two different classes, but B can have all the properties that what already A class can have. It is also called as parent class. Think of it, anything that is a behavior or like a blood or a character which we have already from our parent side. So likewise, a parent class behavior will be derived to the B class which we can use in the B class. But we can't use the B class properties derived to A. Okay, understand? Now, the syntax for inheritance. Syntax is, first we'll create a class. So, class is a keyword with the name student. Think of it, it is a base class. Here we are giving some statement like student details, name, class, and so on. So, next class is student details. So that some other added detail which I want the basic details from the student class. For that, I am using student. So, here class is a keyword, student is a base class name. here. This is a keyword class derived or child class name. After that, inside the parenthesis, we should give the base class name, so that we can add some other details like age, phone number. Now we'll see the next one, that is fourth one, polymorphism. See here, polymorphism and encapsulation. These two concepts will depend upon the inheritance as in Python. We'll see first. Basically, polymorphism means many forms. I'll explain you easily. If a boy is there, if he goes to the shop, he will be a customer. Then, if he traveling in a bus, he will be the passenger. If he are in school, he will be the student. If he is at home, he is the son. So, a single boy have a different forms in different places. So, likewise, polymorphism is a concept which we are going to implement in Python. For example, if I am having a length function, if I want to identify a number of string in an array, so the length will be 3. Same as for dictionary. I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4. The length will be for this dictionary is 4. See, a same function acts as a, that is gives us a different form of values. So, these concepts are called as polymorphism. Coming to encapsulation, it is very easy to having a remembrance that called capsule. So, that is if we have a capsule, there will be a lot of medicinal products will be wrapped inside the capsule. Likewise, it contains n number of variables, methods, strings, numbers, etc. So, all these things wrapped into a single thing or else single class. It will be call it as encapsulation. So, the same example that we used for inheritance, that is a name, register number, phone number, age, all are the different categories of this encapsulation which is wrapped into a class. So, that is a best example. That's why I already told that polymorphism and encapsulation depends on the inheritance. So, the last thing is abstraction. We all know abstract is a precise thing that we want to say a big thing. So, likewise, abstraction is to hide any unnecessary data or else any confidential data which we want to make it as invisible. So, that is called abstraction. It is very, very easy if you are using a variable called a equal to 0. But if you want to hide it, just put a double underscore. That's all. It will be hide. Normally, how we will use a equal to 1, b equal to 2, So that is, for hiding it, just use double underscore a equal to 0. So that is the syntax for abstraction, double underscore. So these are the basic concepts. Sometimes it will be very confusion to understand it. For that, I am giving you two different websites. One is W3 Schools and another one is Geeks for Geeks, which have very different types of examples. So it is very easy to understand these concepts. Kindly do watch it and try lot of examples. Hope you all understand these basic concepts. Thank you.